Hello, this is brief introduction to Kotlin, part 9. We continue to talk about classes. Here we have an example of a class. Name of class is shape, class shape. It has primary constructor with parameters x and y. So parameters of x and y, their type of int, and actually it can be used keyword wall or keyword var. Wall, it means that the variable is immutable, while the var, it means that it's immutable and it can be changed, it means. And then there is initializer block. Class can contain multiple initializer blocks. Initializer blocks, they are adding code to the primary constructor, so that when you initialize the class, that code will be executed. And if we have multiple initializer blocks, then they will be executed in the order which they are presented inside of class. And the next, we are declaring a function here, and in this function is inside of class shape, so it can be accessed through instance of the class shape. And here we have property, and that property is immutable, and we are initializing it, assigning it to it y from the initial value of primary constructor of the class shape. And then we have companion object. Companion object is very similar to static methods in the Java. For example, in other computer languages they have the similar thing. It's like inside of class shape, it can be accessed without using instance of the class shape. So directly by using the shape, the class name, and then we can use, for example, in this case, function which is declared inside of the companion object. There is lambda function. It's empty lambda function. So I can show you in this example. Let's say we have some class, and by the way, it's a good it's a good practice to always use the capital letter for the name of the first capitalized letter name of the class. So we have type of int, let's say x, and then we have y type of also int, and then body of the class, we have curly brackets. Here we have some property type of, let's say, byte, and we can initialize it because it's wall immutable. So, or it can be actually initialized by adding x. There we have to convert it to byte, because we were talking about in the first videos in part 1, 2 about numbers. So if you want to watch those videos, even though byte and the int, they are whole numbers, they are integers. However, you need to convert them if you want to assign a bigger one, integer, which is 32 bits, to the byte, which is smaller, only 8 bits. So, and the next, we can declare a function. For example, function of which takes a, let's say, string as a parameter, and it prints that string. And next, what we can have now a companion object, and inside of companion object we can have again a properties. Let's say call it companion property. It can be wall, and then uh, it, uh, equals to, let's say it's type of string, so hello from companion object. So, and we can have a lambda function here, companion lambda function, let's say type of int, takes a int parameter and returns also a value type of int. Let's say it multiplies x to x, so it's square x. Now we have a lambda function. So now we have class rectangle, and we have a property here, we have a function inside of this class, and we have a companion object here. And then we want to access those components of the class, so we should initialize the class. So we need instance of the class. Let's take out instance of a rectangle. And here we basically can declare a type rectangle, and then here we can initialize, and we need int numbers, but basically we can omit this part because Kotlin compiler will figure out the type of the that variable instance rectangle. And then let's check how it works. For example, we want to access the property. We want to property which we declare here. We want to print it, so let's print it. As you see, here is number 2 because we initialize it with 2, so x comes from here, so it works well. And then we would like to access function, so again we are using the instance of the class rectangle, and here we have a function where we can as a parameter we can have some string. So hello from function, let's run it. So as you see, it works. So it prints that string which was as a parameter, so we declare here. And then we would like to access companion object, and we would like to, for example, actually to access that variable which is inside of companion object and print it by using the same function fun. Okay, so as I said before, that for using companion object components, we can use directly name of the class, and then after that comes the property. So let's print. So this will print that string which we declare here in component object. So we got it through that directly from the name of the class, and then we got that and we print it. we print also that that string which we write here. So print two strings. And then we want to test, for example, that function, that lambda function, which is inside of component object. So we can print. Again, we can use directly the name of the class and then name of function, and then we can type a number. So number 3. So it will calculate square of 3 and print it. We will print that. So as you see, 9. So 3 square is 9. So this is how we can access the components of the class. In the next videos, we will talk about inheritance, polymorphism, different types of classes, and how uh, can one class access properties and functions in other class, and so on. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you like it. See you next time. Bye.